I was just curious kind of what's going on at left guard and kind of the center positions. Those seem to be two of the bigger battles you have this spring.
Yeah, we moved Paula into left guard this week, starting on Tuesday after the scrimmage last week. And, he'd been working at tackle some, but, he's a guy we brought in here to be an inside player. Done a nice job, for really being his first time in there for the last really 3 practices. So pleased with him, kind of the progress he's making after a couple practices in there. Nick Pendley was another guy that we were working in there some before he got banged up a couple of weeks ago. Then he was back today, but we just kept him at the one tackle spot today for the most part. Austin's a guy that's been working. Austin Smith's worked there as well. So kind of bumping him both left guard and right guard. But I'm kind of pleased with the progression that Paul has made. It's a position that's going to take a little time to get used to and find the right mix of guys. But, pleased with the amount of guys we have and the depth we have, and we're kind of building right now across the front. Then the center position, Austin was working there as well early on in camp. Did a little something to his thumb, so it's tougher for him to snap the football the last several practices. So it's really been a position of that Mikey and Will Lay have been working at for the most part. Kenny Cooper's been there as well. Mikey's done a really nice job this spring so far of really eliminating some of the pre-snap errors that we had last year at that spot and things that he knew he had to work on. And I think he's doing a nice job of getting everybody on the same page with the varying defenses we're seeing out there, from the different fronts and the front mechanics and blitzes that we're seeing. Mikey's doing a nice job, and Will Lay as well. But I've been pleased with the progress Mikey has made at the center spot. I think we've really solidified some of the question marks we had going into spring with that spot.
Next question comes from Rod McKenzie. Go ahead, Rod.
Hey, Brent. What has the addition of Cochran meant to your offensive line, as well as having Brian Johnson back?
Yeah, anytime you can bring experience in like that, it helps. 30 plus starts he has under his belt. He's seen a lot of things. At the same time, he's got a long way to go as far as his technique and his fundamentals go, and things he's got to continue to learn the system and to be the type of player that I'm very confident that he can be. I think Devin's got a really, really good future. He's got a high ceiling, but at the same time, it's a work in progress. He knows that. I know that, and what is it, 11 days, 10 days, 9 days, whatever, how many days we've been practicing into the thing. I'm pleased with his progress, but again, anxious to get on the tape and see what we got to fix from today and move forward to get better at next week.
Next question comes from Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
Hey, Brent, if I could ask you more about Austin, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he played last year. And can you speak to just what you saw in him and how he's progressed, in your time with him?
Yeah, he had a really good off season in the weight room and in the conditioning program. Austin has. Again, he was a guy that we were working at center, that we were looking to develop at that center position until he had a little issue with his thumb that's prevented him from snapping the football. So just trying to find the right spot for him with him. Obviously, with not being able to snap the football, bumping him from left guard and right guard. Trying to develop depth in the program and depth up front.
We'll take another question from Kelly Quinlan. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hey, Brent, I was just curious about the young tackles. You have quite a few different guys you can rotate in there, and from Jakaya to guys who are second-year guys like Rankins and Ryan and them. Just what are you seeing from those young tackles?
Jakaya is a guy that's got a lot of talent. Again, he's a true freshman coming in, that's playing major college football, which is going to be a major learning curve for him. But I do think he's got a bright future. He was out there today running with the second group, and obviously took some bumps and some bruises out there today. Which the thing I like about Jakaya is that he's the type of guy that's going to, he gets in the film room, he gets on the practice field, he's all business, he's all ball, and football is very important to him. And I think he's got a bright future for us. Other guys have been working there. Spires has been working some there. Wing Green, for the first couple of weeks of spring, started to show some progression in what we need him to get better at. And then, Rankins is another guy that's been working there as well.
Another question from Rob McKenzie.
Hey, Brent, you got an early enrollee in Weston Franklin. How is he adjusting to college ball and picking up everything he has to pick up?
Again, Weston's kind of like Jakai is. He's going to be a really good football player. Going to be a good offensive lineman for us. But every day's a new day for him right now. There's not enough reps out there to be able to get those guys all the experience and all the things that they've got to see in such a short amount of time. So it's just maximizing those reps and maximizing those experiences that they have. But I've been pleased with the way he's progressed so far.
Another question from Kelly.
With Jordan Williams, kind of what are you seeing there and what does he need to do to kind of kick it up another level?
Well, first off, I mean, he's done a good job as far as pre-snap, things, and he gets out there today, and we had a mishap, and that's unacceptable for us. It's unacceptable for me. Unacceptable for us to have pre-snap errors that are going to hurt us in the football game, and we did today. Was not pleased with it, as you can tell, and that's things we've got to work on and get better at. But Jordan has progressed as far as the football playing. His pass protection's improved a lot. His run blocking, he's a powerful guy. He's a big guy, and when he learns to play to the maximum that his potential is, the sky's the limit for Jordan.
Got time for a couple more. We'll do another one from Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
Just as a unit, how would you say pass protection and run protection have progressed? Excuse me, run blocking, pass protection, run blocking.
In regards to what?
Just the unit as a whole, where you were at the end of the last season and what you've been able to accomplish and how you feel about it now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try not to compare anything to last year or the year before. I try to compare to the day we've had. And obviously, I don't think we did it played to our potential today. And I think we've got a long way to go. We've got time to get there, but every day is a work in progress. And you guys that know me, I'm never going to sit up here and act like it's a finished product when it's not. And that's the position we play. There's a high expectation that I have for these guys. There's a high expectation for what I expect out of them as far as from establishing line of scrimmage in the run game and in protection. We've talent to get it done, and it's the next week of practice that we have, to continue that and then continue into the off season and into preseason and into the season next year. But I'm pleased at the progress that they're making. I really like coaching this group. I'm having a lot of fun with these guys. The guys come to work every day, and that's what I'm most pleased with, is that they understand that it's not a finished product. By no means am I ever going to be satisfied with the progress that we've made until we put the final product on the field and accomplish what our goals are internally.
Wrap this up, Kelly.
Brent, it seems like the defensive lines improved a lot just in terms of body types and kind of what you're seeing from them and on the field. Do you feel like that's really helping your guys develop now, seeing improvement on that side of the ball as well?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, iron sharpens iron. And the better players you get on both sides of the football, the more competitive you're going to be, and that's the name of the game. And we play a sport that is the game is established up front. The line of scrimmage, it's a line of scrimmage game. I love the skill guys, I love the receivers, I love the running backs, I love the quarterbacks. But at the end of the day, all right, we've got to be successful on the offensive and defensive lines, and that's the name of the game in football. Bottom line. That is it. You have to be good on both sides of the football. The ability are the people that Larry and Marco have brought in on the defensive line, the body types that have changed. Along with the guys on the offensive line, it's a different looking group of guys out there than it was 12 months ago, 24 months ago. And when you start there's old saying, you can't get better till you get bigger, and that's the first thing we've done is we have gotten bigger. It's more competitive. The situations are more competitive. The one-on-ones are more competitive. The group work's more competitive. The team periods, the competitive periods, they're starting to be what you want them to be. And as we continue to get those type of guys, and we continue to get guys like are walking in right now, don't let them tell you. I have not said anything really good yet so far, guys. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. What do y'all think I am?
You could be true. You could not be true.
Yeah, right. So, but no, the better we get on both sides of the football, the more competitive the drills are, the more competitive the practices are, the better we're going to be on game day when Saturdays roll around, Kelly.
Thank you very much, Coach Key. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Good seeing y'all. And then we'd have Ryan Johnson, Mikey Minahan, and Jordan Williams ready to join the show.
So you're ready to be a radio host, Brent.
Not even close, dude. I'm just trying to be an O-line coach, Ken.
Thanks, Brent.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Thanks.
Don't let these guys say anything that's contrary to what I just said about them, okay?